Unical Radio International, Entertainment 360, Edutainment 360, Infotainment 360. We smile like that.
Good morning, listeners out there, Malabites and Malabresses. It is with great joy and utmost pleasure and gratitude to the Almighty God who spared our lives in 2023 and carried us on his eagle's wings into 2024 that I welcome all of us, both staff and students, to the new academic year and the new year 2024. Like many Nigerians out there, we're not only excited to survive 2023, but we are overtly optimistic that this new year will revive our hopes, rekindle our joy, stir up our collective faith in the success of this project called University of Calabar, the Unical Project. Globally, unfolding events in the world in recent times have not given us much faith nor happiness. The removal of oil subsidy and the move to merge foreign exchange rates, two headline reforms introduced by His Excellency, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration since May 2023, triggered problems such as high fuel prices and the depreciation of the naira. Two monstrous events which combined to cause a general spike in the cost of goods and services in our nation generally. It has impacted negatively on us as individuals, as families, and especially so as a university. This is, however, for the future common good of our nation, Nigeria. And they are the sacrifices our president is asking us to make for the good of the future. As management, we have never wavered nor succumbed to the weird experiences that the institution and the Nigerian university system in general is going through. While many institutions have had no option than to go without lights for months, for example, we have remained afloat, even increasing the number of hours we get lights from the power holding company on a daily basis. With prudent management of our resources, we were in addition able to provide the basic teaching and learning infrastructure and equipment, including hosting accreditations and resource verifications for 39 programs for accreditation and 4 programs for resource verification. In anticipation of a better financial resources this year, we hope to improve on the needed services for staff and students. More so, as management, we pledge to continue working around the clock to see that our students study in conducive and safe environment. As we commence this great year, 2024, I want to assure all members of the University of Calabar community that management will give its utmost best to serve the institution more effectively and also crave for all-round excellence. We will remain focused to our vision of producing quality graduates who can compete favorably with their counterparts across the world. On the other hand, we expect our students to reciprocate our intended good gestures by taking their studies seriously while demonstrating exceptional patriotism and commitment to the continuous elevation of the good name of our dear institution, University of Calabar. My dear students, While I again welcome you back to campus, let me use this opportunity to remind you that the no registration, no examination policy of the University of Calabar still subsists. Endeavor, therefore, to register your courses within the stipulated time to avoid paying for late registration. Early registration will also save you the time, the energy, and even the psychological trauma some of you go through during examinations, running around to get their courses registered rather than concentrating on reading for your examinations. Registration details are on the university portal, so please do well to read them and consult. Ask questions where you have doubts. Also, students are admonished to personally pay their fees and school charges at the designated banks to avoid falling into the hands of unscrupulous individuals who are out there to convince you that they are ready to render services while they may at the end of the day defraud you. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Please do not for any reason give your school fees to anybody. Personally go to the bank to pay. Personally do your transfer using your ATM or using your phone. Such provisions have been made. You don't necessarily need to get to the bank to pay these charges. The academic calendar is out, and the university intends to go by it strictly. So please study the academic calendar and make sure that you comply by all the activities that are outlined there. In view of the security challenges facing the nation, which Nigeria is not which the university is not an exception, I want to draw your attention to know that some changes have been made in this academic year. Note that hostel accommodation for all categories of students, fresh students, final year students, and returning students, is now tied to course registration, fee payment and course registration, registration in the medical center, and the presentation of your student ID card before hostel accommodation can be allocated to you. If you do not have your ID card, please do well to go to ID service provider and get your own. You have already paid for it along your school charges. You are not expected to pay anything in addition. Please just go to the service provider and get your ID card. Present it to student affairs, then you will be assigned your hostel room. Furthermore, we are putting in place some new security measures that will help to provide a conducive reading and learning environment for not only the students but the entire staff of the university community. Consequently, it is expected that all our students should wear their identity card. You must wear your identification card at all points, at all times, because at any point in time, the lecturers have been so advised and empowered to send you out of the classroom if they cannot identify you as a bona fide student of the university using your ID card. Also, the security personnel can accost you at any point to demand for your ID card. Please make sure you wear your ID card at all times. We need to protect ourselves against intruders and against unscrupulous elements. Equally, there will be some security changes at the different entry points to the university. My advice is that please abide to all instructions of the university. My dear students in particular, let me advise and admonish you here that you can only be a student of the University of Calabar after you have paid your school charges and you have registered your courses. If you have not registered the courses you are to offer, don't consider yourself a student. And on that note, I call on my dear colleagues, the lecturers, heads of departments and deans, to make sure that our students' results have been uploaded to enable them to register. But while they are still uploading results, if they have not been all uploaded, students are also advised not, please listen, not to pay departmental levies or faculty dues until your results have been uploaded and you are able to register as a student. Please do not pay departmental dues or faculty dues to anybody, not to the bank, not to the head of department, not to any dean or the assigned staff, until you are convinced, you are sure that all your results have been loaded by the deans and by the heads of departments, and then you will be qualified to pay such levies to them. We will keep monitoring developments. Once more, I welcome you, and remember that the Vice Chancellor's doors remain open and accessible to all students. Report problems you may encounter as you come back. While I particularly welcome the freshmen and women to campus, you fresh students, please always ask questions. Read all the instructions you find in the portal, and please follow them very religiously so that you do not have challenges at the end of the day. Once more, let me welcome each and every one of us back to year 2024 and wish you a very fulfilling, fruitful, successful academic year and year 2024. Thank you, and God bless all of us.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chancellor. We wish all students and staff of the University of Calabar a smooth academic sail. To access the full video recording of this address, do visit our YouTube channel at Unical Ray. My name is Cherish. Keep listening to Unical 103.5 FM.
Unical Radio International, Entertainment 360, Edutainment 360, Infotainment 360. We smile like that.